Dance Moms has no shortage of drama, or at least that's what they want you to think. The reality TV show has its fair share of bogus and authentic moments. Keep watching to find out which popular scenes were actually scripted and which ones were 100% real.
I was shaking. I was appalled, flabbergasted.
It's no secret that Dance Moms is scripted, but just how much of it is real? Maddie Ziegler once told USA Today that the producers of the show encourage the mothers to yell at each other because, well, it makes the episodes that much more entertaining. According to Maddie, the moms have fake fights sometimes, and afterwards they just start talking and laughing about it. This revelation was pretty upsetting for Dance Moms fans everywhere, especially since the mothers' spats were what kept fans coming back for more.
Stop eating! That's why you're fat!
According to Radar Online, competitive dances are taped multiple times and the producers go on to air the best takes. But while many moments are scripted, the show isn't a complete sham. In fact, there are countless authentic moments that simply couldn't be acted. Still, there are some inconsistencies, like the fact that many of the girls on Dance Moms are far from being loyal ALDC members, like the show sets them out to be. The producers tweak clips to add fuel to the fire, and to make matters worse, they purposely tire out the cast so that they get cranky, which is a surefire way to create dramatic fights.
You are an uneducated mess!
We've got some pretty surprising scripted moments lined up for you, and some absolutely real ones too, so don't go anywhere. Let's kick things off with a severely edited Dance Moms moment that changed the tone of the entire episode. In Season 2, Episode 6, Maddie performed a solo and slipped halfway through her dance. Instead of running off stage as the show claimed,
I gotta go, excuse me.
Maddie continued dancing until she completed her number, but the producers chose to cut the rest of her performance out and fast-forwarded it to when Maddie walked away, cradling her injury. Instead of focusing on the fact that Maddie continued on like a total champ, they made it look like her injury was worse than it really was.
Any blood?
No, not even a bruise.
Okay.
And as if that wasn't bad enough, Abby Lee Miller chose to kick things up a notch in Season 3. In this episode, Kelly gets kicked out of the recital after yelling at Abby for pulling Paige's solo.
So, I'm offering it to somebody else.
But this heavily influenced scene was far from being the truth. In reality, Paige didn't want to do her solo, and Abby asked the girls,
Would anybody else like to do a new number?
When no one did, Abby forced Maddie to perform her solo, but the producers made it look like Maddie volunteered to take Paige's solo away from her. Kelly's blowout had everything to do with Abby helping the producers script the show and nothing to do with Paige's solo. While we're on the subject of Paige, we thought we'd point out that many of her on-screen moments were completely real. In Season 3, Episode 35, Paige suffered a panic attack while rehearsing a dance number. Abby was quick to say that Paige was crying because she was being challenged and didn't know her dance routine.
She should know this dance just as well as everybody else.
But in reality, Paige was a 12-year-old who was under a whole lot of stress. The dancer's panic attacks were so real that Kelly had to bring her daughter to therapy so that she could learn to calm down her nerves. Who could forget when Maddie and Bryn performed the Together as One duet at the Fierce National Dance Competition? This moment occurred in Season 6, Episode 9, and fans were utterly horrified when the music cut out during the girls' performance. Maddie and Bryn kept going without fail as Abby Lee whispered wise coachings from the audience.
Watch your breathing. Watch your breathing.
Well, it turns out that this moment was a total sham. In truth, the music never actually cut out, and this was proven when the actual video leaked online showing the girls performing their dance without any interruptions. By now, we all know that Chloe left Dance Moms at the end of Season 4 because Abby Lee Miller made fun of her medical condition. Since it's never okay for an adult to make fun of a child's appearance, the producers of the show tweaked the footage in Abby's favor. In Season 4, Episode 32, we see Abby telling Christy,
Your kid's washed up!
We then see Christy chasing Abby down the hall. In reality, though, the producers used a clip of Abby yelling at Kathy to cover up the fact that Abby made fun of Chloe's eye. And worst of all is that Chloe heard what Abby had said, which is why the Lucasiacs chose to quit the show.
Enough's enough.
One of the craziest mom fights in the entire series happened in Season 3, Episode 37, when the gang was in New Orleans. Christy and Leslie got into a physical altercation after a day of drinking, and things got ugly real fast.
I'm not. I'm talking to my friend.
Then you're yelling at her.
This fight was completely real despite the producers tweaking the footage. We hear Christy say,
sorry. I'm a real dance mom, and I will stand here.
Before the moms get into a fight. But this sentence seemed to be planted. It doesn't sound natural, and we don't actually see Christy saying it. The producers probably didn't want to air what actually was said and chose to insert this clip as ammo. Regardless, this fight scene is totally legitimate. During an interview with OK Magazine, Kalani Hilliker revealed that the season 5 finale was heavily staged. Kalani and Nia were made to compete against each other in hopes of winning the chance to perform a solo routine at Nationals. Nia ended up winning the competition, but the viewers weren't given the entire story.
Oh my God.
Turns out that Kalani did in fact perform a solo at Nationals. It just wasn't aired on the show. Nia and Kalani were made to face off in an intense dance battle because it was entertaining and nothing more.
We have 2 soloists going head to head to see who's going to perform at Nationals.
In truth, many of the girls go on to perform solos when the cameras aren't watching. They simply make it look like there's only one solo available to hype up the drama. So, were you guys surprised to find out that these moments were scripted or heavily tweaked by the show's producers? Let us know in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up if you love Dance Moms, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos about your favorite movies and TV shows. Thanks for watching. See you next time on The Things.